We made a trip to the nation's capital over the Christmas holiday. Our plan was to explore all the landmarks by foot, so we stayed at the Marriott Residence Inn National Mall, right in the heart of Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. offers so much to see, whether you are a political or history buff, an art and culture enthusiast, or someone who enjoys the outdoors and nature. To make the most of your trip, it's best to plan in advance. Many attractions, such as the White House, Washington Monument, and the Pentagon, require advance reservations. If you enjoy walking, DC is an excellent destination. You can cover most of the key locations by combining walking with metro rides or shuttle buses. During our 4 day stay, we walked 42 miles and relied on Uber and Metro only a couple of times. On our first day, we walked past the US Capitol and stopped for lunch at a Chinese restaurant named Yang Chow on Pennsylvania Avenue. We had veggie sushi rolls, a big combo plate with asparagus rolls, avocado rolls, and cucumber rolls, vegetable noodle soup, and steamed mixed veggies with brown rice. The meal was delicious and satisfying. After lunch, we explored the US Capitol grounds, admired the reflecting pool, and soaked in the beautiful view of the large park leading up to the Washington Monument. The White House was a 45 minutes walk from our hotel. On our way, we enjoyed sunset over the meadow between the Capitol and the Washington Monument, with the stunning National Gallery of Art building visible nearby. At the President's Park, outside the White House, we found a lively crowd. The national Christmas tree located in the park was beautifully lit and festive. The next morning, we visited the wharf, which was quiet and serene early in the day. However, when we returned for dinner, it was bustling with life and energy. The breakfast buffet at the Residence Inn included oatmeal with toppings such as walnuts, raisins, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. There were also savory options like spinach, seaweed, hummus with roasted peppers, sauteed vegetables, and jalapenos. I tried a savory oatmeal with spinach, seaweed, and walnuts, a combination I never had tried before, but it was quite delicious. I also savored a toasted bagel topped with hummus and a side of seaweed salad. Another impressive landmark is the Union Station. The architecture, both outside and inside, was stunning. This massive train station also houses a mall and a food court where we enjoyed a light lunch. We stopped by the US Supreme Court and the Library of Congress. Our evening walking tour of the memorials was truly unforgettable. We began at the World War II Memorial, walked alongside the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool, and reached the awe inspiring Lincoln Memorial. This monument is my personal favorite in the DC area. From there, we visited the Korean War Veterans Memorial, the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, the Franklin Roosevelt Memorial, and the Jefferson Memorial. The reflection of the Washington Monument on the tidal basin was breathtaking, as was the reflection of the Jefferson Memorial. We visited the Pentagon and paid our respects at the Pentagon Memorial, a solemn tribute to those who lost their lives in the September 11, 2001 terrorist attack when a plane crashed into the Pentagon. Next, we went to the Arlington Cemetery, a deeply moving landmark that honors fallen soldiers and those who served the United States. The cemetery's rolling hills are the final resting place of more than 14,000 veterans. We visited the graves of many notable figures, including John F. Kennedy, Thurgood Marshall, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. We dined at an Indian restaurant called Rasika, located near Pennsylvania Avenue. While it was a bit pricey, they offered a variety of vegetarian options. I was delighted that they accommodated my request for an oil free veggie bowl made with steamed cauliflower, carrots, beans, and spinach. Paired with tandoori rotis, the meal was satisfying. Washington, D.C. is home to an incredible array of museums, and you could easily dedicate an entire month to exploring them. We chose to visit three: the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History, the National Archives, and the National Portrait Gallery. The Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History is enormous, with fascinating and diverse collections. The National Archives left us in awe, particularly the Rotunda, where the original Declaration of Independence, the US Constitution, and the Bill of Rights are displayed. At the National Portrait Gallery, we trace the history of the United States through stunning portraits. One highlight was the section featuring portraits of all American presidents, starting with George Washington. The creativity and the detail in the artwork, along with the accompanying summaries, were truly impressive. On our last day in DC, we had lunch at Rice Bar, a cafeteria style Korean restaurant on Maryland Avenue, where you can customize your own rice or noodle bowls or pick one of the pre designed bowls. I created a bowl with black rice as a base and toppings like kale, seaweed, broccoli, scallions, and spicy tofu. It was my best meal during the trip. Our dinner on the last day was in a Chinese restaurant named Shanghai Lounge. They were average plus, but their garlic bok choy was very good.